Okay guys, so in this video we're going to talk about Tesla stock. They just hit a record high of over $1,000 a share. This is an amazing time, I think, for shareholders like myself and some of you guys out there that have been following me kind of on this kind of journey that we've been doing with Tesla. Congratulations, it's been awesome to see us hit our first stage and our goal. So if you guys don't remember, I posted a video a couple months ago about how I thought Tesla stock would hit $3,000 by 2025. So this is the first step, I think, in our march to 3,000, guys. So before I get into this video, I'm going to really talk about why Tesla stock keeps going up. I see a lot of people, maybe you don't really understand what's going on behind the scenes with Tesla, or you don't understand basically how much the company has changed over the last 3 quarters, or exactly why people are willing to pay $1,000 a share for an electric car and solar energy company, guys. So I'm going to get right into it in this video. I don't want to make this video on too long, but I want to give you guys a lot of value. So before I get into it, guys, please smash that thumbs up button to help the algorithm. Really helps a lot. So I think the most important thing to do is just kind of explain where we are, how we got here, and where I think we're going in the future. So as you can see now, Tesla stock is up 138% year to date. So a lot of those gains were basically from apparently there was a leaked email about one of Tesla's new products. I'm going to talk about that really quickly, guys. Okay, so apparently, here's TechCrunch. Apparently, everything is going on with Nikola Motor and their truck production and everything. It says Tesla shares surpassed $1,000 on semi-truck production memo. So it says Tesla CEO Elon Musk had in a memo, it's time to go all out and start volume production of the Tesla Semi, an all-electric Class 8 truck revealed nearly 3 years ago, guys. So I think this is kind of in response to what Nikola Motor is doing. They're trying to basically gain market share, and Tesla already had this type of production car, these heavy duty trucks planned, but obviously they have so many things going on, they decided to push it back. So apparently Elon Musk did this to kind of compete with, I think, Nikola Motors and kind of steal some of that limelight that was going towards them, guys. So this is one of the reasons why the stock has pushed over $1,000. So what I want to do is I want to kind of explain exactly how we got here, where Tesla started out, and why the stock has run up so much. I don't think this is hype. I think a lot of this is due to numbers. Okay guys, so let's go way back to the beginning. So I'm here on Tesla's IR site, and this is back in June 28th, 2010. So it says Tesla announces the pricing of its initial public offering, guys. So this was absolutely almost 10 years ago, actually, since I posted this video. And as you can see here, it says Tesla Motors, a manufacturer of highway-capable fully electric vehicles and electric vehicle powertrain components, today announced its initial public offering of 13,300,000 shares at $17, guys. So let's go back a long time, 10 years ago, and we can see that this company basically IPO'd at around 17 bucks, guys. So first, that's one of the most important things to realize. So now let's go look at that long-term chart. And now let's click all. By the way, guys, I'm using TradingView. I like TradingView's layout for a lot of my videos. So as you can see here, we can start down here. We can see that if we take off the percentage, we can see that Tesla stock used to be trading way down here, guys. So at around $17 IPO, that was 10 years ago. And now the stock is trading at $1,000. So one of the most important things I like to do, sometimes I like to conceptualize and visualize why these things are working. So what I can do here is I can simply grab this and I can draw a simple trend line. So what is a trend line? Well, a trend line is basically giving us the overall direction of a stock. So this is one of the reasons, guys, the Tesla stock has been going up so much. So let me change this color so it'll be a little bit easier for you guys to see. Let's see here, make it red. Okay, so as we can see here, the trend for Tesla is basically up. So why is this trend up, guys? Well, a lot of this has to do with a couple key numbers. So first we have Tesla, we have production, we have deliveries, and of course revenue and earnings. So really 4 different key components. So we're going to take a look at all 4 of these especially. So in order to do that, guys, you're going to really have to dig into those quarterly reports, because those quarterly reports are going to give you a lot of insight on what's going on in the company. But I just wanted you guys to see that this was not like a straight run to $1,000. It took 10 years for Tesla stock to go from $17 to $1,000. So by no means was it overnight, but it was a long and slow process. And ever since it IPO'd, the stock is up over 5,000%. So I think it's really important to realize that it's very, very seldom does a stock move up 5,000% in its hype. So that's kind of the first thing I want to dispel right there. Tesla is not a hype company. It's a real company that makes real products. And I'm going to get more into those products right now, guys. Okay, so here we are in the latest quarterly report. This is the Q1 2020 quarterly release. And guys, you can find these numbers by going to ir.tesla.com and clicking on the PDF files. So why are these numbers so important? Well, they're really important because I was reading a lot of people talking about, oh, how is Tesla stock up $1,000? The company doesn't make any profits. And that's just not true. That's past information, guys. So I think it's really important to have accurate information. And the only way to have accurate information is to either dig into these earnings reports yourself or simply read websites like CNBC and MarketWatch. They post a lot of updated information on these reports. So as you can see here, I'm in the latest report. We can take a look at basically what's going on quarterly. So as you can see here, obviously, this latest quarter was hit a little bit due to the whole coronavirus situation. But I think the important thing to realize about Tesla is that overall revenue is trending up. So as you can see here, total revenue, this is Q1 2019. It's at 4.5 billion in Q1 2019. And then in Q1 2020, revenue was up 32%. And this, remember now, guys, a lot of this was hit by the coronavirus situation. But as you can see, these numbers were on the uptrend. So 4.5 and then moved all the way up to 7.3 billion. And then actually for the last 3 quarters, Tesla has been profitable. So last Q1, they had earnings per share of $1.24. Before that, $2.14 and $1.91, guys. So I don't really understand why people are saying the company doesn't make money. It has for the last 3 quarters. And that's one of the reasons why I think the stock has moved up so much. So if we go back to that chart, take a look at this 1-year chart. We can see here that on that first quarterly report, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one, this one, where the company posted that positive earnings. So I'm going to correlate that, guys. So you see October 19, and then we can see here this report, $1.91 earnings per share with net income of 342 million. So the company was profitable, and that sent the stock running up a lot. So as you can see, the stock was at about $260, and then after that positive earnings report, it started running. So positive earnings, then again positive earnings, and then again positive earnings. So it's important to realize, guys, that Tesla losing a bunch of money, that is kind of old news. So I know a lot of you guys might be looking at Yahoo Finance and you pull up some of those numbers and it says the company's losing money. That's why it's really important to go to the actual investor relations website. It's okay to use sites like Yahoo Finance and stuff like that, but a lot of times they're not up to date and sometimes the numbers are inaccurate sometimes. So I really like to go to the actual investor relations site to get positive numbers. So if you guys have been following my channel, you know how much adamant I am about stocks trading on earnings. So earnings are really what moves stock prices in the short term, and then revenue and retained earnings and things like that are what move them over the long run. So that's one of the reasons why the stock has been moving up so much. Simply just had 3 good quarterly earnings in a row. So now I want to talk about why Tesla stock, I think, is still a little bit of decent value at $1,000 per share. Obviously, it's run up a bit, and I can understand if some of you guys want to take some profits. As you can see here, we're at 145% year to date. But for me, I'm thinking long term with this. I still have that $3,000 price target in the back of my head, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly why. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to simply head to Morningstar.com, and I want to show you guys trailing returns. So guys, I am such a big proponent of following trailing returns, which is also another way to say compounded annual growth rates. And why is this? Because these numbers are concrete numbers, guys. So anytime I'm like on the fence on a stock, I'm like, should I buy it or should I know it? I try to look at these numbers. So the best website I found is Morningstar.com. You just type in the ticker symbol TSLA and you hit this trailing returns tab. So as you can see here, over the last 5 years, Tesla stock has returned around 32% per year, guys. So obviously the stock is going to ebb and flow. Sometimes it's going to go up, sometimes it's going to go down. But you know, over that last 5 years, that stock is moving up 32%. And that's in line with a lot of companies like Apple. Apple stock, you guys, I just posted a video yesterday, and Apple stock has kind of around the same long-term growth rates. So what does this mean? Well, this means that basically, even though the stock is moving up and down in the short term, over the long run, it's going to be moving up. So that's one of the reasons why this stock is trading so high, because of those trailing returns, those compounded annual growth rates. So now, remember guys, we're still in 2020. You know, a lot of people are like, how is the stock going up so much? I don't see a lot of Tesla cars on the road. Why is this happening? Well, I'm going to give you two key reasons, guys. And those two key reasons are basically future electric vehicle sales and resale value. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys this article that I found. Okay, so this article is posted on Automotive News. It says electric vehicle sales growing faster than expected. So it says sales of electrified vehicles, particularly plug-in hybrids, full battery electric, are growing faster than expected, according to a new study from Boston Consulting Group. It says electrified vehicles, which stand about 8% of global sales, will account for about a third of sales by 2025. And guys, here's what's really crazy. They predicted that electric vehicle sales are expected to surpass internal combustion engine vehicles, or acronym ICE vehicles, by 2030, taking 51% of the market. So here's a chart that kind of outlines the change in the trends. So where are we? Well, we are currently at 2020, guys. So as you can see here, electric vehicle sales are continuing to increase. And Tesla is one of the clear leaders when it comes to electric vehicles. So it also says the US will be the slowest major market to electrify. But what this means is that Europe and Asia and other economies are going to be changing to electric vehicles much faster. So this is one of the reasons why Tesla stock, I think, is up so much. I think people realize that more and more people are going to be buying electric vehicles, and a good percentage of those vehicles will be Tesla. So if you guys weren't familiar, Tesla just posted their May 2020 sales in China were way up, and China is the biggest electric vehicle market in the entire world. So if Tesla is selling well in China, then they're going to sell well anywhere, because that's the biggest market. And then another thing I want to talk about is resale value. So guys, we check out this article. As you can see here, it says, this article is posted by The Driven. It says Tesla Model 3 tops list of cars that hold their value. So you guys can see it says high demand has gained the all-electric Tesla Model 3 top place in a list of vehicles, including ICE cars, in a new study analyzing retention of value. So as you can see here, the most important thing here, guys, is the chart. It says here top 10 cars to buy new over used. And as you can see here, the Tesla 3 is the #1 car to retain its volume. So what does this mean? Well, what I kind of compare this to is an iPhone. We all know that iPhones, even a used iPhone, can still resell more than a brand new, cheaper Android phone. So what does this mean? Well, it means that consumers realize that they can buy a Tesla car, and where most cars you drive them off the lot brand new, they lose a lot of its value. You know, maybe it loses like 25% of its value. A Tesla holds its value. And guys, I also saw a really interesting video by, if you guys are familiar with him, he's pretty big on YouTube. His name's Graham Stephan. He posted a video about his Tesla and how, it's really crazy. You guys watch that video. It's a really good video. It explains how basically Teslas hold their value better than most cars. So what this means is that the market is valuing Tesla like an iPhone. And we all know that Apple is now a $1.5 trillion company. The stock's trading at an all-time high. So I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of brand recognition that people have with Apple, with Tesla, in terms of the electric car. I think the Tesla electric car is going to be like the Apple iPhone this decade. So guys, remember, we're just in the beginning of this is a brand new decade. We have until 2030, another 10 years to run. And the fact that Tesla stock has moved from $13 all the way up, $17 all the way up to $1,000. I mean, who knows how much further it's going to run in this decade. So one thing I want to talk about, guys, I want to talk about okay, guys, so I'm on macrotrends.net. This is another website I love to use when I'm tracking revenue. So even though Tesla's been profitable the last couple of quarters, I really like looking at this website when it comes to looking at revenue. So here is a trailing 12 months chart of Tesla revenue over the last 10 years or so. And as you can see here, this chart has been moving up. And as we take a look at that long-term stock chart, we could see a pretty nice correlation that total revenue chart, guys. So that's another reason that I just don't think that this is all hype. And if we take a look at the individual numbers, okay, guys. So as you can see here, back in 2010, Tesla did 117 million in revenue, and now her latest year, 2019, they did 24 billion in revenue. So a lot of times you're going to find stocks, even though they're not really profitable right away, those stocks are going to follow that revenue over time. And I think we've seen that a pretty strong correlation between revenue and Tesla's stock price, guys. So that's about it, guys. I think that's enough kind of proof on why Tesla stock has run up to $1,000. I would say a lot of it's a lot of different things, factors, but a lot of it is revenue, a lot of it is earnings, a lot of it is the changing trends and the kind of the future potential for electric vehicles, and Tesla's resale value to kind of give it that iPhone luster when it comes to cars, guys. So I hope this kind of clear things up, and I hope it kind of giving you guys a different perspective that I don't think Tesla stock is up so much on hype. I think there is real production behind these numbers. So you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content by smashing that red subscribe button. And guys, I post videos on Tesla all the time. Disclosure, I am a Tesla shareholder, so I'm just providing this information for you guys to give you guys some clarification, because maybe some of you guys saw Tesla was trading at $1,000 and didn't really know what's going on. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care.